Yep. It's definitely a John Kerry day here in California today. It's gorgeous out today. It's supposed to be in the 80s. But anyway. Gotta dig that, huh? I do anyway. So, it's Saturday. It's actually kind of late. Just been chilling out with family, 10:30. Got about an hour and a half out here to work before I got to get cleaned up to go to Katie's soccer game today. So maybe I'll come out here and do another hour or so. But I got to work tonight, so we'll worry about that when the time comes. But anyway, so the plan today is to try and get, these are going to be my cross members. You see I got these, I got them clamped here so I could take some measurements to see how wide this is going to end up being. It is a little wider than the top of my bridge, so we're gonna I'll make it work, and then what I'll do is I'll end up kind of cutting off the corner of it and putting a filler piece in there to make it look nice and smooth. I may end up having to having to radius the front of the cross member a little bit for my pumpkin, depending on how low I end up going. But I don't think I'm going to have to. I think that's going to be okay. But I'm just kind of saying this stuff out loud. So if I say it out loud, usually I don't forget it. So anyway, that's the plan. What's going to happen is once these are in and welded to them, I can actually weld my airbag brackets to this, or I can drill a hole through the side. I'd have 4 bolts to the frame, 2 bolts to the cross members, and then I could take these out if I needed to. But I haven't decided which way I'm going to go with that yet. I'm going to do a little more research. It seems like almost every single one of these that I've found has been welded to the frame, so that'd be a lot of support. This would be welded all around here, plug welded in these holes, and then it'd be welded along both sides of here, and then the underside that we can't see would be welded. So that'd be pretty damn strong right there. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I don't have a whole lot of time today, and get to work. I'm going to cut those out. This piece here, I'm actually going to use the other side because I want this. I want where it says made in the USA. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but the frame and everything is going to get painted. This I want to put somewhere else. I don't know where. You know, it'll probably get, maybe it'll get clear coated, and you know, I don't know. But that's the only piece that I got that's like that. And I know they probably all say that is just luck of the draw. With the new place that I found for steel is pretty cool. They've been in the same place since the 40s. The current owner, yeah, the current owner now actually grew up next to my dad. So my dad knows the current owner. I didn't realize that. Probably should have asked before, but he came by. My mom and dad came by yesterday, and we're gonna get Katie Bear. What you doing?
Should I wear my new shoes or my old shoes?
You can wear your new ones to try and break them in a little more.
Okay.
Okay. She got some new indoor shoes yesterday, and she's one of those kids that's pretty rough on her shoes outside. But anyway, my dad grew up next door to him, so that's kind of cool. Support local people. I am into that. I like that kind a lot. So, and then I also found my future welder there. There's a nice Miller. The ones I've been looking at were from Eastwood, and you know, read the reviews online. It was really good and everything, but they had a Miller that did everything that Eastwood would do, and it's only about 180 bucks more. So when I get the money, I'll pull the trigger on that, but it'll be a while. My brother and I are talking about maybe going in halves on it, so you know, we may end up doing that. But anyway, that's a 220, the 230 volt welder, so I'll be able to weld whatever I want forever. So anyway, enough talking. Time to get to work. Bring you guys back when I got something done. All right, a little while into this, Got one cross member pretty much fitted. There's not much really that's going to be hanging over, I think. I don't know. I need to do a little more. I need to build my first one or cut my first one out and fit it. But these are the parts I'm talking about. How this is going to line up here good, but I'm going to have some hangover. I think there'll be a little more than this once I get the front one fitted. But what I'll do is I'll end up just cutting it down, grinding it down, how we're doing it, and then build a filler piece if I need to make it look nice. You know, it'll all be underneath the bed eventually, but for now it's not going to be. So I want it to look nice. Don't want to do this amount of work and have it look like crap. So anyway, I gotta go find out why my dogs are barking, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, got the gist of it now. It's not perfect right now, but you can see where, yep, phone's ringing. Better answer it. Alright, I can't remember what I said in that last quick little bit, but anyway, I got everything roughed in here. Still got to be cleaned up. They're just kind of shimmed up in place right now. Later on I'll tack them into place, and so I could just make sure everything's going to fit nice. Tacks are nice because they hold it where it's supposed to be, and they're really easy to just cut off real quick with a cutting wheel. But anyway, you see it's pretty darn close of where it's going to be. The axle's a little off right now because it's sitting so low. I have to adjust it, but when I put it in at right height, the axle was centered, so we're good on that front. But anyway, yeah, that's what it's looking like for now. Once I get it where it's going to be, there'll be a piece of that plate, if you can see it on the floor there. Yeah, there you go. That 1/8 inch plate, there'll be a piece of it across the middle here. And then, yeah, that'll be it. So anyway, I may end up cutting a couple chunks out of that dude there and putting them across here like this, and I'll put a piece of plate over that. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna get this squared away perfectly first, then we'll worry about that stuff. So anyway, time for me to go take a shower, get cleaned up, go to a soccer game. I may be back out here afterwards. Like I said, I got to go to work tonight, so we'll see if I get a chance to. My brother wants to come over and check out the work. He hasn't had a chance to yet. So anyway, you guys have a good one. Be good. Have a good weekend. If I'm back out here, I'll turn the camera if not on. If not, I'll put this on. So you guys all have a good rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you later. All right, guys. After a bunch of measuring and everything, I got the cross members tacked into position. That's it. Just lightly tacked for now. I'm gonna put a couple more tacks on them just to make sure they stay put while I'm at work. But I think this will be, this is where they're gonna be. I'm gonna have enough clearance. May end up need to radius that front one a little bit, but I don't know. That'll be when I get my ride height set up. What I gotta do now is I gotta find some, I need to find some bottom supports for my airbags, the ones that I weld to the axle. That's what I gotta find now. Since it's only a 2.5 inch axle, it's kind of hard to find them, so I'll find them. But that's my next hurdle, so I'm gonna go on the internet and see if I can find those. If not, I'm gonna have to fabricate some. I kind of don't want to have to do that, but because they're fairly inexpensive in other sizes, so if I could find the 2.5, then I'll just pick those up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's getting close to 4:30 now, so getting ready to close it up, go eat some dinner here in a little bit, hang out with the family, get a little nap before I go to work. But anyway, we'll call this good for now. Doesn't look like I did a lot, but there's a lot of measuring and planning and everything. What I am gonna do here on these corners is I'm gonna shave this off, and I'm gonna go out about 1 inch or so first and see how that looks. If that looks all right, then we'll stick with it. If not, we'll go out a little further, however far I need to go, because I'll need to do it on this end and this end, so, and then those ends. But I'll just shave it off, make a little plate if I have to fill it up, weld that in, and grind it smooth, and I think that'll look fine. The reason I went with 2-inch bar was because I wanted plenty of support on the side of my airbag holders. I wanted plenty of stuff to weld it. Otherwise, I would have went with 1.5 inches. But anyway, I think this will work. So we're going to call this good and close up the shop for the day, close up the garage for the day, and go chill out for a little bit. So you guys all have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good. Take this off. Put it right there so it falls on the ground here in a little bit. But you guys all have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good Sunday. I'm going to go load this up, answer some responses to some of my other videos, and then take it easy. So you guys all have a good one. Probably see you on Monday. Have a good St. Patrick's Day if you guys celebrate that kind. Be careful. It's one of the biggest amateur nights out there next to New Year's, probably. So you guys all be careful, and we'll talk to you guys later. Be good.